Well, alright. Welcome to another one about my Stump's World of Tanks Xbox 360 replays. Today we're in Cliff Rain. I'm in my FV215B. Doc Holiday is Awful Waffle E100. Stealthy Number in his T92. Great Joe in his Conqueror. And Fatal Money in his M5355. And if you look at our list there, you'll see we have a Chaffee. So we have a Tier 5 Scout. And they get a Tier 9 Scout. An Object 430. Yep, they also have one extra Tier 10. They have 2 Mouses instead of 1. Yeah, so the matchmaking is kind of crappy. Could be worse, I guess, but for the most part, I think it's crappy. You know, and I think that at the end of the day, if they would have had a Tier 5 Scout, this game could have ended up a little different. Not blaming it completely on that, but and I've seen much worse matchmaking in this game than what we have this game. This is mild on the this is bullshit. This is mild on the this is bullshit matchmaking scale. But yeah, we do end up with a Tier 5 Scout who does absolutely nothing, and their Scout, I don't even remember if he did a lot, but he did enough towards the end where this ends up being we were well fought, but it was a loss. We did good job. I move out back out here and have a pretty good battle within Yagpins or E100 with us, and we do a really good job of communicating. I'm not going to try to even pronounce his name, his gamer tag, because it's, I don't know, it's Werchmarkenmorgen, MG something. I think it's probably in German. Excuse me. So I'm just going to call him MG. MG. And we get an IS-8 out in front of us, bulletproof, which we all know the IS-8 is far from bulletproof. And I'd read on the forums the other night that some people said, oh, you got to play the IS-8 like a medium. I hated the IS-8 when I played it, but maybe if you play it like a medium, maybe it's not bad. This guy right here, he's not playing it like a medium. So yeah, we're going to auto-aim over there, and the Awful Waffle, if he comes out, he's going to get pegged. But then I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't want to give him my side, so I'm going to turn a little bit here. And he doesn't come out, so I'm thinking, well, I'll get in a better position where I'm a little bit closer to the hill. And that was a mistake, because as I was, if I had waited there, I would have got a shot off. As it is now, I actually have to pull out, take my shot. I take a shot, and he gets 2 shots into me. Half of my health gone, driver's gone. Bad mistake on my part in this tank. This tank is one of those tanks that I said I was never going to get it because I had it unlocked for a long time because I've played my Conqueror quite a bit, and I unlocked this pretty quick. And I never bought it because I was like, a lot of times the Tier 9 is better than the Tier 10. And I don't like this style of tank. I hate the style of tank when the nose of the tank is 15 feet longer than where the turret is, because I hate playing where you have to back out like this. I do some track damage to the IS-3. Here's one of their Mouses. Bulletproof is backing up, and here comes our savior, MG34. Or MG43. Bulletproof pulls out there again, and Bulletproof is far from bulletproof. See if I can put one through the Mouse turret. Isn't going to ever happen. So I'm going to push back up here. Yeah, this MG34 starts using the radio commands really well, and he's reloading. Affirmative. This is how the game is supposed to be played. You know, a lot of times I don't use the radio commands because I'm in game chat. But when I'm platooned up, I usually am talking to people in my platoon. And sometimes we go to game chat, and other times we just stay in a party. And when I stay in a party, I should be doing more of communicating with the radio dials. That E4, that shot should have penned. That was 100% bullshit. It hit the lower plate. It should have gone through the angle he was at coming up the hill. There's no reason why that shouldn't have gone through him. So at that point, I'm pissed. I load premium because I'm thinking, oh, another one of those games. You know, we get crappy matchmaking. I can't pen a shot that I should. Take 393 out of him there. The Yagpanzer bounces off the Mouse. Whoever else is behind us bounces off the Mouse. Or pull out, try to put it through his turret ring. Not happening. which really stinks. You'd think that it hit. This gun it's British. It is so accurate, and you'd think that, seeing I aimed it right between the turret ring, it would hit something. 409 out of the E4. The E4 misses his return shot. I don't want to pull up too far because of that E4, and here I got in the way of MG. Sorry, buddy. Try to get out of your way here. Let you pull up if you want. The E4 is making a run for below us, and I gotta watch him. But that mouse is almost dead. If I can actually sink one into the turret ring right there, I'll probably kill him. It's the only shot I have to try, and it doesn't do anything, which sucks. But it is what it is. That's a shot where it isn't going to work 90% of the time. But that shot right there will work. Excuse me. We finish him off, and MG sinks big one into the E4. I finish him off. I think it was him that sunk it. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was the artillery that pounded it. It could have been, I guess, with that damage. Definitely could have been. MG is saying fall back, or falling back, so I'm like, affirmative, I'm going to fall back with you. At the time I thought he was falling back, and no, he meant watch our ass. So I'm going to turn around here, and of course here comes one. So what we're going to do is the 430, which is their scout, of course, is a tier 9 who has so much health. I bounce there, and if this is what I was talking about earlier, if that had been a Chaffee, he would have put a shot in there, right there, would have almost finished him. That would have finished him off. He would have been done if he was a Chaffee. And I would have been able to turn around and help this guy. And I bounce one off him. So now he's just taking another 400 damage from the IS. We leave 395 of the object. So he's almost dead, but not quite dead. I'm going to move over here, try to take a shot for the Jagdpanzer. Finish off the object, and I do take that shot in the ass from the IS-3. So, and I'm pretty sure right here, MG is trying to get in front of me right here to stop this shot from the mouse, and it doesn't work. So, you know, he was playing really well. Hats off to him. I preferred him after this, and I left him a message saying he did a really good job. But in that situation, you know, we end up with one less tier 10. They end up with a tier 9 scout. We end up with a Chaffee for a tier 5 for a scout. If in the matchmaking they ended up with one extra mouse, okay? See, I don't understand how the stacks go. Not only is it ever just, oh, they end up with, I don't complain when they're just one better tank, but they got an extra mouse, which just is not a better tank, but the hit points it takes to kill him, you know what I mean, is a lot. They end up with a tier 9 scout. So his hit points, so the mouse is an extra 2,000 or so. I don't know, I shouldn't say extra, because whatever tank replaced him would be, you know, 1,500 or whatever. If it was a tier 9, it would have been close to 2,000 instead of 3,000. So it's an extra 1,000 XP we have to take out of that team. Their tier 9 scout is an extra 1,000 XP over a tier 5 scout. You follow my theory here? And it's just bullshit. It just sucks when the matchmaking is like that, because if it wasn't for the extra mouse and for them getting a tier 9 scout, I think this game would have ended up completely different. But that's just my opinion, you know. Opinions like assholes. It wasn't a bad game. It wasn't a bad game whatsoever. We played really well in that corner. And the teamwork that we played, the teamwork that we had in that corner, I really feel we would have won the game if it wasn't just that much more stacked against us. It's hard to explain, but it's just enough that it made it almost impossible for us to, well, not impossible, it made it a lot harder for us to win. You know, when you look at the teams, we had to put in, for damage wise, 3,000 extra damage or something to win than they did. And that's just how it goes, you know. Stealthy, at the beginning of the game we were talking, I said, there's your nemesis, stealthy something. Someone on the other team is named Stealthy something. I don't remember what it is now. And he has a really good game. No, not taking anything from him. But Stealthy is like, I'm going to have to kill him. And he's in an E3, I believe. So Stealthy's backing up right here. And you'll see him not even bother to take the shot on the IS-3. The IS-3 comes down. And we're on mic, and he's like, I don't want the IS-3. I hope he doesn't come down first. And the IS-3 comes down first. And nope, I don't want him. Where's the other guy? Where's the other guy? So here comes that Stealthy Legion and Stealthy Lethal. And he finishes off Stealthy before the end. So Stealthy got the win, just not the right Stealthy. But yeah, overall it was a good game. I ended up losing 20,000 silver because I kept throwing premium because I was kind of ticky at the matchmaking and everything. 1,757 XP, 2,442 damage dealt, 3 kills, 1,143 base XP, 355 for assist, 15 shots fired, 15 hits, 10 penetrations. You know, Stealthy Lethal over there ended up with 2,200 assist, 6,000 damage, and 5 kills. So he had a good game. You know, I'm not going to I bitch about the matchmaking, taking nothing to get away from him. He had a good game. However, when you look at our Chaffee, who did 275, 229, did absolutely nothing. And our IS-8 did absolutely nothing. You know, it's Tiger 2 did absolutely nothing. But still, the rest of the team had a good game. So I'm not going to complain about this game. You know, a lot of times you hear me complain that the team sucked and everything else. No, this is a hard-fought battle. We've got 4 people over 3,000, you know, or 3 people over 3,000, 4 people over 2,000, 2 more that were close to 2,000, you know, damage dealt. It was a good game. And if all games were like this, win or loss, I wouldn't complain about the matchmaking, really. Usually, I wouldn't complain about anything. I just feel sometimes if the matchmaking was a little better, you know, they got 2 Mauses, so why didn't we get the tier 9 scout and they get the Chaffee? Wouldn't that make more sense? Because they get 2 Mauses. I mean, granted, we had 1, but still, you know, it just drives me crazy sometimes, but it is what it is. As usual, comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Timothy did right, Timothy did wrong, and remember, when you're on that battlefield, shoot the red ones.